Hi Cantor, happy early birthday and welcome back to the Astrology 33 channel. This is your mid-June 2023 love reading. Thank you to those of you who like, viewed, shared, and subscribed to the channel. I appreciate all of that. For those of you new to the channel, as far as over here in front of us, it's what I call the bridge and the gap spread. And the way it works is a look at the past, present, and future energies between you and your main love interest. Once we get through all that, we'll pull some oracle cards as well for some additional insight, and that's where the bridge and the gap dynamic comes into play. And as far as the decks being used, on the left side we have the Lover's Path Tarot, on the right side we have the Romantic Tarot. And also keep in mind I'm going to be referring to the cards on the left as your energy and the cards on the right as the other person's. But if you feel like it's the other way around in your situation, then definitely trust that. Alright, so with all that out of the way, we'll get started. Past energy on your side, we have the King of Coins. So this is actually a Taurus energy here, and it could just be saying that in the past you might have had a lot of focus on the career side of things, but I feel like ultimately the goal was for it to improve the quality of this relationship, but it could have just been one of those things where you were just having to put more focus on doing that in the past. All right, past energy on their side, we have the Queen of Swords. So to me, this is saying that on the one hand, I feel like they might have said to you that they were fine with that, right? Oh yeah, that's totally fine. I understand that you have to put more time and effort into your career or whatever the case may be. But at the same time, I feel like there was some resentment around that they just weren't expressing. So that could have been a bit of an issue between the two of you in the past. All right, present energy on your side, we have the Seven of Staves. So this is actually Leo energy here, and it could just be saying that, you might feel like this person might just be rubbing you the wrong way still. Like I said, it seems like you might have just had a focus on more of the financial side of things, and now there's a lot of energy in Leo, so it could be pointing to that as well. That could even be adding more energy to you needing to put a focus on an area of life. But I feel like this is just saying that you just might be feeling a little bit guarded toward this person because you might feel like you just don't have the amount of energy to put toward the connection that they seem to want you to put in at this time. All right, present energy on their side, we have the Six of Pentacles. So to me, this says that for the most part, they do seem to really just want balance within the connection, but I feel like it could just be maybe a little bit of a blind spot on their part that, from your perspective, you're doing a lot in the connection, or at least for the connection, I should say, whereas they're not perceiving it that way. They're just seeing that the two of you spending time together would be the only way to really contribute to the connection, so it could just be a disconnect with how you guys are viewing the connection at this time. All right, future energy on your side, we have the 10 of Arrows reversed. So to me, this says, again, I feel like you're wanting to create some distance from the connection, but at the same time, you're not necessarily ready to completely walk away from it. So it could just be one of those things, and I feel like you might not know how to express that to them either. So there might be a need on your part to let them know, like, hey, I just don't have the time to give to this connection right now that you would want from me, it appears, right? But, just you feel like if you were to try to express it, it wouldn't come out the way that you'd like. So you could just be withdrawing from doing so at the time. But it looks like at least it's going to be on your mind that you need the space, but you're just not ready to outright end the connection. All right, future energy on their side, we have the Three of Swords. So this is Libra energy here. And I do have to say, even though the artwork seems to imply a third-party dynamic, I don't really, at least for the majority of you, I don't think that that's the reality of the situation. I feel like this is more of how they would perceive it, from you withdrawing from the connection even further. I feel like they would view it as, oh, well, Cancer must have someone else in the picture, so that could be something that bothers them. And again, whether or not they communicate that right could be a whole other story, but I just feel like, like I said, I feel like there's assumptions being made on their part, and it seems like you have the right intentions behind the things you're doing, but they view it as you're neglecting the connection. All right, bottom of the deck on your side, we have the Four of Cups. So this is actually a Cancerian energy here. And usually it points to a level of disappointment, right? So, I mean, if we look at the environment, it looks like it's a nice environment, right? But we see that there's a level of disappointment there. Possibly it even looks like a crown in her hand, right? So it could just be one of those things where you might have a certain level of success, but at the same time, you're not necessarily happy with how things are on the emotional front. So, again, like I said, I feel like for the majority of you, in a perfect world, you wouldn't mind if you were, able to give more energy to the connection, but it just seems like in the practical reality right now, you're looking at it like, okay, I just don't have as much time as this person would like me to give to the connection. All right, and bottom of the deck on their side, we have the Two of Cups. So yeah, again, this could be another indicator that the love is most likely genuine from this person, but we even see, it looks like there's a spill over there, right? So it could just be one of those things saying that the love is genuine, but again, I feel like this person just doesn't view the connection the same way. Like I said, it seems like they're not understanding that the things you're doing, at least especially from your perspective, are really for the overall benefit of the both of you, but they just view it as, oh, Cancer's not spending as much time with me, they must not care, they must, be involved with other people, things along those lines. So that seems to be the main problem with the connection. But we'll see what the oracle cards add to the mix. First, we'll see what we get from the messages of oracle cards here. Just looking for a single card from this deck. Alright, so nothing's coming up, so what I'm actually going to do is just put the deck down, and just give me a few seconds to tune in, and we'll just pull a card. Alright, we'll go with this card here. And next we'll actually pull a card from the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. Same situation, just a single card here, and then we'll read both of them to wrap the reading up. Alright, and got one there. So first we'll take a look at the Messages of Love card here. Okay, it says vulnerability. You can be completely open with this person. So really, in a way, I feel like, quite frankly, they probably are the ones who might be able to take this advice more. So for those of you who, if you resonate more with the energy on the right, this might be a better message for you to take. Although, like I said, it does seem like you might just have to have that talk with them, but it does seem like it would be difficult. So I get where you're coming from to just explain them, like, hey, yes, I understand I'm not physically able to put as much energy into the connection as I'd like, but the overall things I'm pursuing are, in the long run, for the benefit of the connection, But yeah, I mean, maybe just talking it out could help the situation. Let's see. All right, we have a change in the wind. There we go. And there's the artwork. And the number is 12. Okay, the relationship message says relationships go through periods where partners seem out of sync with each other and stormy emotions and moods threaten to take down the ship. Perhaps someone has a change of heart and leaves. These rough seas offer opportunities for mutual growth, a way for you to understand your own heart better and to know what you need to truly be happy. Rest assured that whatever is happening now, good will come from it. Take temporary shelter and remove yourself from drama. The air will clear, and everything will be fresh and new again. This too shall pass. So yeah, definitely a pretty positive message there. And to me, it kind of emphasizes that yeah, it could just be a timing thing, right? Where, like it says, you could go through periods where the partners might be able to sync with each other, and that definitely seems to be the case here. I said it does seem like there is more of a financial goal that you just have in mind, and I'm going to assume that's not going to go on forever, right? So hopefully, again, more so for the person on this side's sake, they could ride that energy out. But yeah, like I said, it looks like there's potential there, but I feel like there just needs to be an understanding of what you're doing behind the scenes is actually in an attempt to improve the connection overall. So hopefully that resonated with you guys. We'll wrap up there. Happy early birthday, and I'll see you all next month. All right, bye.